What's going on, guys? You are in the den with Aaron EBM, as usual, back here for your viewing pleasure. Today I came across an interesting video with Donnell Rawlings having a in-depth conversation with a very sassy and entitled modern woman. That being said, there's a few things in this video that I want to unpack, so let's not drag this video out. Let's get right into it.
Women have an issue where, okay, I'm building them up, and then they throw it in his face, oh, nigga, if it wasn't for me.
I don't do that.
Yeah, never. Who does that?
Women love building.
Women
Men don't like to build women. Men like to get, most men, I won't say generalization. Most men like to get a woman that's already where she is so that he can just come on and join her ride. Most women...
Number one, I don't know where these women are finding these men that they say want them for just their money and want a woman that is already built so they can leech or mooch off of them. I don't know where they're finding these men. Something tells me that they're not the average Joe, or they're not the quote unquote high value man, but this is more of your quintessential Dusty.
Most men like to get a woman that's already where she is so that he can just come on and join her ride. Most women, once they get to where they are, the men that are on their level oftentimes not available for whatever reason. If you want to say because Kevin Samuels was right, it's because I'm fat and I'm old and I'm black and I got 2 cats, fine. But at the end of the day, I'm at a certain level.
And that's the truth. I mean, you know, she can say that, we can say that, but that is the truth. A lot of you guys wait too long. You know, you get your careers, hey, this is America. You can get your careers, but don't expect those men that you want to sit back there and wait on you to get your careers, especially when you're calling those guys to be these moochers that you're saying that they are and only want you at your best. You can't have it both ways.
Well, if I look for men that are my level, they're already taken, or there's some situation. So I'll look at the clearance rack.
Yes, they are already taken. You know, those men, it's a reason why we keep saying this stuff. It's not just because we're just wanting to pull it out of somewhere. We're saying it because it's reality. These men work, and then they go out, and when they make it to a certain level, they go out and they know their worth, and they're able to get the woman that they can get. That's what's required of men to get what they want out of life. They are required to be providers. They are required to have things, and when they get these things, they expect to cash in.
And I'll go, okay, all he needs is a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then women just start piecing men all together all the time. We always piecing the nigga together. They're already taken, or there's some situation. So I'll look at the clearance rack. And I'll go, okay, all he needs is a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then women just start piecing men all together all the time. We always piecing the nigga together.
See, this is also a problem too. Where do these women, a lot of these women, these modern women, have this God complex to where they think they can just create the man that they want, the dusty dude, the pookie dude that has the good body, drag him over here and then put him in nice clothes, and then just try to pull, Blair Underwood's personality out of the stratosphere and then put them into a man, and boom, they have a man. This isn't reality. They can try that, but rarely does this work, and you see it happen all the time. Hey, for example, look at Future and Sierra. We're not talking about the same thing. We're just talking about what she tried to do, because a lot of women try to do this. They go for the man that they want. You can do that. This is America. And obviously it's the man that everybody else wants, because that's the man that you desire. But a lot of the time they try to take these men that are for the street and try to make them and mold them into a family man, and it doesn't work. And you end up saying and blaming all the rest of the men that are out there and putting them into the box and saying all men are trash, or all men aren't ish. It's your own fault, ladies. It's your own choices.
That's why I don't know we don't have our own show on HGTV called Flip This Nigga. We constantly flipping a nigga, constantly like, well, you listen, I only got 10,000 on the budget of him. I know you're gonna go 20,000 over budget, but can you flip this nigga?
Do you see the sassiness? You see the sassy attitude. You see she look like the kind of woman that can run around and have this kind of attitude and have this complex to where she thinks that she can just deserve or be able to even put together the man that she wants.
And they're gonna do we gonna say,
and then they do some shoddy work,
did the best
and then
we
it falls
could.
apart.
That we did the best we could. He still had molding.
I've said this before. The minute a woman makes a man feel like she don't need him for anything, is the minute he don't want to fuck with.
You know, I had this in my last situation where it was like, oh, you don't act like you need me. Here's the thing I said to him, and this is what I think is powerful. He didn't have much common sense, so he couldn't grab this, but maybe you can. It is better
Do you see the disdain that she has for men? You know, she's calling this man, saying this man is pretty much remedial, and saying that he can't comprehend something. It's yes, men can comprehend it. It's just we don't want to listen to the foolishness.
For a woman to want you than to need you, because if I need you, it's not me really seeing
That's
you.
in your
Hold on a
mind.
second.
That's not how we
Hold
feel.
on a second. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you from a woman.
Does matter.
I'm telling you.
You cannot
Doesn't
just
matter. Doesn't matter, Donnell. It's what she's saying. It's what she feels. That's all that matters. Is what she feels, not the facts.
You cannot dismiss my feelings.
Listen.
You can't do it.
In respect to your feelings,
Could you put your fingers down?
as a woman
down.
who has a vagina,
Smooth it out.
Yee is going to relate to this too,
Why
because
did
she
you
also
make
has
your
a
vagina
vagina.
this big?
Well, you know, listen.
Because it is that big.
Listen, it's Noah's Ark. I take two of anything at this point in time. I'm in my 40s. So now, as a woman, I'm telling you, a man wants to be needed by a woman because he feels like she need me and he feels like he's her lifeline. But I'm telling you, when I need a nigga, that's out of desperation. When I want a nigga, that means I'm putting in the work to be here. The fear for men is when a woman needs you.
Everybody is listening. These are her thoughts.
Hold on.
These are
Okay,
her
that's
thoughts.
fine with the disclaimer, but a lot of people shaking their heads right now. Yes.
A lot of people not.
A lot of people, and a lot of people not. A lot of bum niggas not.
I'm
But
gonna
when I
tell you-
tell you, hold on, wait,
see?
let me
Okay.
finish my point.
See, there's another thing. Sign language that shame and insults and guilt need to be right. Shout out to the late great Kevin Samuels. Straight sign language. If it's not what she wants to hear, you know, automatically it's what the dusty do. It's the dusty guy's thought pattern. You know, it's the bum's thought pattern that doesn't agree with her.
I need clarity
Did you
here.
hear what you just said?
I need clarity here.
You said bum niggas.
A lot of clarity here.
You said bum niggas.
I did say it.
Now, if we
To
say
be
whack
clear-
bitches, then
do
it's
you-
like, oh, I'm fucked up.
I'm sure whack bitches listen to you all the time. But what I'm telling you is this.
Bruh.
I'm telling
Do you see the disrespect, the outright disdain for Donnell Rawlings? You know, this is a pretty cool guy. He's not a guy that ruffles feathers, but you see the sassiness and the outright, you know, disrespectfulness that a lot of these women have. You guys need to pay attention.
you this, and there's a lot of spectacular bitches. I'm here. He's here. What I'm telling you is, what men don't understand subconsciously, what they fear when a woman says they want them versus they need. Because if I want you, that means you have to continue to work for me to want you. When I need you, no matter.
All right, I need to stop it right here to kind of explain things to the men and to the women, the little bit of women that watch this channel. I appreciate you that you watch it. Thank you. That it's not the fact that we need you to need us. That is not the thing. That is not that we need you to be in this position to where you cannot do anything without me. It's not that. It's not that we want you to need us financially, you know, or for material things. It's the innate nature that we want you to need. It's the primalness. We need you to we need to feel that you actually want as well, but need that masculine presence there for us to feel like we are actually appreciated, because we know this is modern times. We know most women are out there working. Most women are out there doing their things. This isn't 1950. We know you're doing that. So the only thing we have left is our primal nature and desires. And when you take that away and just say, oh, nigga, I don't need you. I don't need you to do this X, Y, Z. And I just want you. And you take out that primal need, that primal aspect of a relationship, that you need my masculine presence, that's when things go awry. And that's when you see men actually go off into other places, go off into either subsets of black people in different countries, or date out when they feel like a woman actually needs their presence. It makes them feel wanted and desired. And it's not just something for this business type aspect that a lot of these ladies want. But what do I know?
What shit you giving me? I need you, nigga. I can't go
anywhere.
I can't go
and
nowhere.
So yeah, and that's the truth. So
And that's what they go right back to. They go right back to this thing to where they want to make you feel like it's some kind of slavery contract that men are trying to put them in. We know it's not. We can't make you slaves. This isn't 1950. This isn't 1930. This is 1865. We know this. It's not that we want you to be slaves. Nobody wants a slave. This is the problem. Women don't really listen, and no matter what you tell them, it goes all the way back to men just trying to make you slaves. You keep thinking about that, and you guys are going to continue to be in last place.
I was gonna say this. I think
You said men
ideally.
are controlling. With money.
No. I was gonna say ideally in a relationship, two people are whole. No one needs the other person, but they both want to be there. Because I think that's the best. Because it's
They
a
both want to be needed too. You want to feel like.
But I feel like
I understand what you're saying, but it's
Our women are the number one. Always talk about what they need. You're not giving me what I need in my emotions. You're not fulfilling my need to be desired. So you understand what the necessities are, the needs that you are putting out on men, that you want men to make you feel like you are needed and wanted and desired. But then all of a sudden you don't understand that when a men's side of it, when men have that aspect, that piece of it, all of a sudden you guys don't understand, and it's all about slavery. It's BS. I call BS. Flag on the play.
it's a point.
there's a difference between needing, because I've seen men who have told the women, I don't want you to work anymore. I want to move you out to the middle of nowhere, away from all your friends and family. And now you're relying on him because you're not making your own money. So he's going and doing whatever he wants because you.
Angela, what guy have you had that made you feel like he wanted to take you out and then take you away from your family? See, these women always go all the way to extreme, all the way to this 50 Shades of Grey type CEO character that's going to take you out and turn you into a little bitty slave and put you in a box. I guarantee nobody has offered Angela Yee that kind of opportunity. And if they did, I guarantee she would at least try it.
But it's way different when you guys are both bringing everything to the table, and I'm not saying if a woman is at home working because they have children, she's holding down the house, that's still working, right? And he does need her for that also. So I just think that need is a really strong word. I never want to feel like if you leave me, what am I going to do?
But then you empower yourself and you're independent, so you don't have to deal with that.
Yeah,
Correct?
and I'm happy about that. That's why for me in a relationship, I always make sure this is what I want my man for. To be able to, when something happens.
See, and they talk about they don't need is a strong word, but want is a weak word because wants are fleeting. One day you might want a pair of Jordans and one day you might want a pair of LeBrons. One day you might want an Escalade and then one day you might want a Honda Civic. One day you might want to wear a short sleeve shirt and then one day you might want to wear a long sleeve shirt. This is what I tell you. Watch my videos, guys, on the channel, because you'll understand that women are trying to live in this land in the middle. This gray area of ambiguity. They don't want those hard areas, because that is what that leads to is in a place of discipline, where more discipline is very important. When you're in that space, when you use those strong words and when you make those lines in the stand, then all of a sudden discipline comes in place and you have to be still and be content in that place. But no, they want to be in this middle area where they can flow and ebb and move over and do this, and nobody can tack them down in one place. You guys, it is what it is. Pay attention, though.
He's the first person I call where I'm like, what do you think about this? This happened today. I had a tough day. What do you, things like that are important. One thing I will say, though, that's tough for me is that guys will always be like, I can't get you anything that you can't get yourself. I never know what to get you. You're the hardest person because everything you want, you just go and get it anyway. And that's when being thoughtful comes in and creative.
For the most part,
effort.
you're dating and whatever, it's pretty much on a low, whatever. And you in a relationship, being in entertainment, and I know that you can be very intimidating because a guy be like, what can I do? But what makes your relationship work?
Is that we don't really talk about like work shit like that. I work all the time. So when I'm not working and when I'm in my relationship, unless it's something that I want to bounce off of him or an idea that I have, or he's really helpful and supportive. And even like no matter what, he'll be like, you were right, you this, you that. Like he always in my corner, just being super supportive of me. Anything I need, anything I say, like.
Oh, wait, there's that need word. We don't like that need word. It's strong, remember?
Like he's always on my side. If somebody does something fucked up, he'd be more mad than I am about it. I'd be having to calm him down. I'm like, wait, hold on.
All right, guys, what do you think about the back and forth between Donnell Rawlings and this lady? You guys, I always tell you to pay attention because, number one, words matter. Something else that I might have missed, feel free to say it in the comment section, people, because there's almost no hope for the Gen Xers, and a lot of the millennials, because they fell for the trick. It's very hard getting through to them, and once they get that age, it might not be anything that you can even do to get them to see your point. It's always what the women say, and what you say is the quote unquote bum or dusty way of thinking. You guys, I appreciate you coming by the channel. Make sure you like this video if you did appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of this wonderful content. Until next time, everybody. Peace.